Greek yogurts, really nice to have a Greek flag around. It really helps, you know, something about the bacteria. Love the, you know, the ethnic complement. For ingredients, what we're going to need, first off, we're going to need some yogurt starter. I like Yogurt Gourmet. It's from Quebec. Je t'aime les Québécois. They're great people, and they make a great yogurt starter. Milk. I like organic and whole. I like the whole milk. This one here is Woodstock Farms. I've tried all the milk in Colorado. This is the one that I prefer. It makes a great yogurt. I like even more fat in my yogurt, so I'll add half and half to the milk too to kick up that fat content. So, okay, for equipment, let's see what we'll need. A nice 7-quart pan. You know, this is Cuisinart. It's a good one. It's really nice when you're getting started to use a digital thermometer. The bacteria, the yogurt starter, will die if the temperature gets over 120 degrees. And it goes to sleep if it gets below 100 degrees. So it's nice to have a digital thermometer when you're getting started to evaluate your temperature. A nice spoon, I like a wooden one with a hole in it to stir up the gentle stirring of the yogurt starter. A nice colander, and any old pan will do to catch the whey, because what we're going to do is we're going to make a Greek style yogurt which is extra thick and creamy. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour our yogurt into the cheesecloth lined colander and strain out extra whey. Okay, here we are ready to start making yogurt. I forgot to say we also need a stove. First thing that we do is we turn it up to high. And it's a nice, I like these glass top stoves. And first thing that I do is I put in the half and half. Pour in that whole pint of half and half. Then what I like to do, because I make a half gallon each week of yogurt, I add milk to the old half and half and fill it up and add the rest of the milk to the pan. So I'm making a half gallon of yogurt. Oh yeah, it's getting nice and frothy now. Let's see what the temperature is. There we go. Temperature here shows it to be about 185 degrees. So we turn it off. Nice and frothy. You can see it frothing, very sweet. Cover up your milk and move it off the burner. And we'll let it cool down to 110 degrees. Okie It is 111 degrees now. And so now is the time we add our Lactobacillus acidophilus, also known as yogurt starter. Now the directions for this says mix it in with a little milk. You know, we're Greeks, we don't follow rules. And so what I do is I cut this off. Take out my little temperature probe here. And I just pour it right in there. And so notice for a half gallon of milk and half, and half by the way is half milk, half cream. I think that's hopefully everybody can get that. So you put your little Yogurt Gourmet from Quebec into your milk and half and stir very gently. And so I just gently stir this. Now there's two things you can do now at this point here. If you've got a good stove like, which my pretty Welsh wife bought me, that'll, I can set the temperature down to 100, I like to go down to below 110 degrees. I'm going to set it to about 100 degrees here. And I like to let my yogurt set up overnight. Up to 12-14 hours. And I'll put it in. Now if you don't have a good oven like this, you can also just wrap it up in, wrap your little bowl up in sweaters. A nice down coat works really good. If I have to use my oven for later cooking, what I'll do is I'll take it up and I'll wrap up the whole pan with a nice down jacket. And that does really good too, and just put it on a nice chair away from any drafts. Okay, so we'll come back in about 12, 14 hours, maybe tomorrow morning, and we'll finish up, and I'll show you how you finish up your yogurt. Okay? Morning! It is morning time. I'm getting ready to strain the Greek yogurt. I haven't checked it yet, so I'm putting in cheesecloth in the colander. I like to do like 2 little levels here. So cheesecloth in the colander, put in a little whey, catch and bowl. And then next I'm going to pull out get the stuff out of the oven. Oh, it smells so good too. Yeah, and see, you get a little condensation on the top. Grab ourselves a little spatula. And see, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's set up really pretty, very pretty. And now we pour the yogurt into the colander. And nice and thick, and it's going to thicken up even more. I've got the oven set for 100 degrees. And this is one of the tricks with Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, while it's filtering out the whey, is also under 100 degrees, and so it's still fermenting while it's being strained. So this is going back in the oven for about an hour to 2 hours. And this stuff here I give to the dogs, they lick it. And doxy. Now's the final step to preparing Greek yogurt. Okay, notice I've got a ½ gallon, 64-ounce little Glad holder here. What we're going to do is we're going to pull out. Oh, I love the smell. The smell of fresh yogurt is maybe an aphrodisiac. Okay. So I don't know if you can pull this stuff up here. It looks like that I've got a good cup and a half of whey. It's a nice clear liquid. Whey is very, very rich in protein. It's the liquid that's coming off the yogurt. Now, I'm going to pour this in. The top is always going to be the thinnest. I'm going to pour my yogurt right in the ½ gallon container. Now what I like to do, this is probably a no-no for lots of people, but I like to make it nice and smooth, my yogurt. Take a little, whisk it up really pretty. It mixes up the curds, makes them nice and small. Now this is still warm, it's been 100 degrees. I'll let this sit out for about an hour before I put it in my refrigerator. Put a nice cap on here, nice air fit, and voila, it's done. Now it's time to make our nice little yogurt for some lunch. What I like to do is I like to add frozen blueberries, organic of course. I really like the Cascadian Farm brand. You can get it at most health food stores, and now even some of the better Costco's and grocery stores. I put in a nice couple little handfuls of blueberries. Agave nectar I really like. I used to use honey in my yogurt. Agave nectar is a little bit thinner, so it mixes up really nice with your yogurt. It's not traditional Greek, but it's real good stuff. Then finally, we'll take our yogurt. Look how nice and thick that is. Couple real nice dollops of yogurt in a little pan here. Good stuff, mash it down nicely. And as a final touch, I like to put organic walnuts right on top. I make this stuff once a week. I make, a ½ gallon lasts me for 5 days, so I eat it at lunch every day. And so here is a nice little yogurt treat, kaliorexi, which is Greek for bon appetit.